Can you tell a rock star when you see one? Hails, minions and mortals, this is Fang from Lords of the Trident. I have a thought experiment for you. Let's say we take a giant box, and we take all the members of Kiss, Queen, and Sabaton, put them all in the box, and have a giant robot shake the box and mix up all the members. Now, if you took a person who didn't know a thing about any of these three groups, could they take the members in that box and sort them back into band order? I mean, assuming that they're not all, like, dead and dismembered and stuff. Yes, of course they could. No one would mistake Gene Simmons for a member of Queen, and of course, most people you'd think would put two and two together and sort all the guys with camo pants into Sabaton. I mean, even if they didn't know that they were Sabaton. Now, the next question is, could the same thing be said for your band? Now, I hope you never get pulverized by a giant robot, and I'm not saying that you need to go as crazy as Kiss or Lords of the Trident with your stage outfits, but at the very least, do you match? Are you easily groupable? Are you discernible from your audience? If the answer is no, you might want to rethink your approach. But Fang, nobody cares about what we look like on stage. It's all about the music, man. No, you can't be serious. I mean, if that were true, would we have the thousands of interchangeable pop songs on the radio every summer? Would mumble rap be a thing? Unfortunately for all of you true art types out there, your band's image, your stage show, your clothing, your packaging is oftentimes more important than the music itself. Think of this from a marketing perspective. Let's say, for example, that you have created the most amazing piece of music that humankind has ever heard. It's complex, it's emotional, yet it's so enticing. So what kind of images are you going to use to entice someone to actually listen to this and pay attention to it versus the latest, I don't know, Billy Ray Cyrus comeback record? What images are you going to use in the video? What images are you going to use in the advertisement? In short, how do you get people to care? If your band consists of 5 guys wearing jeans and t-shirts, how are you going to stand out from the crowd? The honest-to-Dio truth is that there are a ton of regional, local, independent bands that make music that is much better than anything that's famous or on the radio. And unfortunately, these songs will never be heard because the band didn't put any thought or effort into the packaging around that song. I mean, if something is not presented well, you're probably not going to be interested in it. That's just human nature. A scientific study was done in 2013 at the University College London in which participants were shown footage from some prestigious musical competitions. They were shown the top 3 contenders in each of these competitions, and then they were asked to pick which one won the competition. Now, some of these participants were musically trained, and some of them were not, but almost all of them, 83%, said that sound was the most important factor in determining who was the better musician. When the participants heard just the sound alone, or the sound and the video, they were only able to correctly guess who won the competition 33% of the time. However, here's the weird thing. When participants were shown only the video with no sound, they were able to correctly guess the person that won the competition 46 to 53% of the time. The study results highlight our natural, automatic, and non-conscious dependence on visual cues. Oh, and also I put the link to the study below if you want to read it. From this alone, we can assert that crafting a look for your band is not only important for marketing, packaging, and other off-stage activities. It is critically important to crafting a memorable, impactful live show. Your look separates your band from the audience, allowing your band to act as a cohesive unit instead of just 4 random dudes. Elwood Blues of the Blues Brothers put it best when he said,
"We elicit this by using iconographic symbols and psychological intimidation. The way we look together now presents a uniform image of strength and organization. Don't say anything, look mean, no smiling."
On the stage, together, with a cohesive look, your band is one unit, and that separates you from the regular concert goers out in the audience. It creates you as something to be admired, something to be looked at. I mean, heck, you're literally put up on a pedestal and admired at a live show. I mean, have you ever been to a multi-band show where the band members just kind of like meandered in from the audience and got on stage? How do you know those are the band members instead of like the people that are coming to steal instruments off of the stage. If your band can't be discerned from the people that are watching your band, you may have an issue.
Yeah, but Fang, there's tons of bands that look like their audience.
Yeah, okay, but ask yourself, is that by choice, or is that a projection of a person's fandom of a certain band? Great example here is Judas Priest. Before Judas Priest came along and got famous, nobody would be caught dead wearing leather and spikes at a metal show. After Judas Priest, that's pretty much standard metal clothing get-up gear. Second, a number of bands have dressed down in recent years because they're able to now. They have name recognition on just the brand name alone, and that's enough to pull out people to shows and fill auditoriums. The Japanese band Duran Grey is a really great example of this. Third, the bands that you think of as not having a look might actually have had one, and you just didn't recognize it because it's more normal now. For example, Pearl Jam used to dress in Seattle-influenced grunge clothing, and you can see this very clearly in their early band photos. Now that is probably something that's pretty normal up in the Seattle area, but take that down to like Kansas around the same time frame and you'd stick out like a sore thumb. So is it possible to make it without having a look? Well, yes, but it's going to be a heck of a lot harder, and anybody who's running marketing for you is going to ask you to please think of a cohesive look for your band. This doesn't have to be difficult. Wearing black jeans and black shirts on stage is boring, but definitely passable. What's not acceptable is having one member wearing spikes and corpse paint and another member wearing a Cosby sweater. Now, a whole band wearing Cosby sweaters, that's next level. As always, thanks for watching, and if you want to support this channel and my band's dreams of world domination, please consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/Lords of the Trident.